man who kept on reminding us that the spirit of Baba rests in him has finally revealed his true colors. Yes, the man who kept on saying that the spirit of Raila rests in him, yeye ndiye akona the spirit of Raila, has finally revealed to us who he is and who he is going to support in 2027. And I'm talking about nobody else but Edwin Sifuna. Edwin Sifuna has been keeping us busy by telling us, reminding us, oh, the spirit of Baba this, the spirit of Baba that, the spirit of Baba here and there. He kept on reminding us. He has even gone against ODM, the party that Baba formed, telling us that Baba did not say that we should support William Ruto. Now today I want to lay to you some bare facts and his recent interview, which he has openly come out to say that finally he's going to work with Gachagua and his team. So before I go into the details, I know there are some of you who are watching me for the first time. I'd like you to take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video like this, you will always be the first to watch. So kindly do so, na kama kawaida, I will be back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed. And for the return subscribers, I'd really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Now back to my video. Okay, we are going to lay some facts, some bare facts here for you to really understand who Edwin Sifuna is. Edwin Sifuna is a man who was built by Raila Odinga. He was a man, if it wasn't for Raila Odinga, no one would have known Edwin Sifuna. Baba took his hand and made sure that he pushed him to be the senator of Nairobi. But just one term of his re-election, Sifuna has shown his true colors. Sifuna has shown that he was not loyal to Raila Odinga and he has never been loyal to him. Because this is a man who, even when Raila decided to work with William Ruto, he still remained defiant. And people kept on saying that that is Raila's card out of that handshake with William Ruto. Because they always knew that Raila had two ways. But Raila kept on insisting that they are going to work with William Ruto until 2027. So when Sifuna says that Raila never endorsed working with William Ruto, and he keeps on reminding people about that, Raila himself came and said the same thing and said a different thing. Raila said that they are going to work with William Ruto. Because when people kept on saying that William Ruto is one term, Raila asked them, unataka Ruto akue one term alafu? You get? And he said that the plans that they have put there with William Ruto is to see how they are going to work together until 2027 and even beyond. And people will come to understand why Raila made that decision. Here is a video of Raila responding to Sifuna, and this is the part that Sifuna always doesn't want to highlight. Sifuna always takes that part of Raila where Raila said that nani ameambia watu waimbe hii mambo ya ati William two term ama one term. That is what Raila said. Hii mambo ya ODM inaimba two term ama one term. Nani aliwaambia? But Raila at the same time said they have to see they have to see their cooperation with William Ruto until 2027, and they have come up with a mechanism that will go beyond 2027. So have a listen into this.
So I just want to say, the naysayers, give us space, give us room, and judge us in 2027. And you've said this is going to remain in place up to 2027. After that, we will see where we go to. If you are saying one term, so what? It's the Kenyans who will decide the term. And we will see where we want to go. I am confident when that time comes, we will face Kenyans squarely and tell Kenyans, this is why we did ABCD, this is where we want to go. Utasema yako, utasema yetu. Tuone Wakenya watamini nani. So hivyo mimi sina wasiwasi. Piga kelele namna hiyo. Weka tu. Hiyo ni kama hiyo ngurumo ya chura. krimu ya chura haizui ng'ombe kunywa maji. Ng'ombe itakunywa maji. We will be able to move beyond 2027. I'm confident we will move beyond 2027. Nobody should try to threaten us. We are Kenyans like you are Kenyans. Don't go and say that Kenyans is sectionalized. Sisi ni watu wa bahari. Sisi ni watu wa ziwa, kanda ya ziwa Victoria. Sisi ni watu wa bonde la ufa. Sisi ni watu wa milima. Sisi ni Kenya. All and every Kenyan matters. It's just a question of blood relationship. Oh, you're our cousins. You're our cousins. You're our cousins. So those are your cousins. Those who are not your cousins, what are they? Are they not Kenyans? Are they not Kenyans? Don't tell us also that the government has got shareholders.
That is Raila responding. He was saying that in a burial in Migori. And that even William Ruto was present in that burial. All the ODM members and some UDM members were present in that burial. And those were the last words of Raila Odinga. Before he went and akakuwa mgonjwa and what happened. That was his last public address. Now, moving forward, Edwin Sifuna has consistently, even after Baba's death, Edwin Sifuna has consistently undermined the party. He doesn't want to leave the party. He doesn't want to leave the position of the SG. But he has continuously undermined the party. He has made sure that he has disrespected Oburu Odinga. Someone that the party has decided that he's going to be the one to take over from Raila Odinga. If Edwin Sifuna really loved Raila, and he says that the spirit of Raila lies in him, would Edwin Sifuna be happy seeing ODM break? Seeing ODM disintegrate? Because the people that Edwin Sifuna is working with, even Babu Owino has come out to say that ODM is no longer a party, it's not orange in Indimu. And those are some of the things that zinachangia us to conclude that these people never loved Raila Odinga. Babu Owino has come out to say something about ODM. The book have a listening to.
Hii saizi ni ndimu. Hii ni lemon because there's a problem. Saizi si ODM. Saizi tuko na lemon. Si orange anymore. So I can
the
clearly
Democratic Movement.
Now saizi ni LD.
That is Babu Owino for you. For a man who says that he respected Raila Odinga. For a man who Raila Odinga rode on Raila Odinga's back to be the MP for Embakasi. And to win that seat twice. Because remember, Babu Owino tried to be the MP of Westlands and he failed. If you remember very well, he tried to be the MP of Westlands and he failed terribly. It had to take Raila's intervention to support him so that he can win. Now, they are trying to kill his party. They are trying to undermine his party. Babu Owino is saying openly that he will never run on ODM. He will form a new party because ODM is Shakufa. So, we have been asking ourselves, Linda Mwananchi, where is the end game? Where is the end game of this Linda Mwananchi? Where are they taking us? And that is a question that we've been asking ourselves. As ODM supporters, as people who loved Raila Odinga, we've been asking ourselves this question. Yes, that Sifuna and Babu Owino are telling us that we don't belong, that ODM is imenunuliwa na William Ruto, and they don't want to be part of it. Sawa, where are you taking us? And these are the questions that has been that has been running in the head of so many people. And I said a while back, I said that if there's one mistake that Babu Owino will do, that Edwin Sifuna will do, is to associate with Gachagua. That is one mistake that they will do politically. Because I can promise you, even with my life, that there is no day Luos will ever follow Edwin Sifuna or Babu Owino to Gachagua's side. They will never. They will rather, even if they don't love William Ruto, they will rather not vote that day. They will rather not turn up to vote that day. Hiyo siku ishe, the people of Nyanza, the people of Western walale, lakini no one can go and stand in the line to vote for Gachagua. Because Gachagua is clearly somebody who has no plan for this country. This is a man who is super clueless how to run a country. And you people, you want to take power, you hand over to him. It's like you people, how you took power and handed over to Uhuru. Someone who didn't know how the country should run, how the government should run. And that is why we had all this mess that we had. Now you want to tell us that you can take the same, you can do the same mistake twice, and you want us to be part of it. We can never be part of it. This is a man who has come out openly to show you that he's tribal. And we started speculating some of these things. And recently, in Narok, the Gachagua insinuated such a thing. Have a listening.
Mimi nitaungana na Wakenya wenzangu, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, Eugene Wamalwa, George Natebea, Martha Karua, Justin Muturi, Cleophas Malala, Senator Oleseki, Mohamed Ali, another Kenyans of goodwill, Edwin Sifuna, Babu Owino, and together we shall liberate our country. We have no other country.
That was Gachagua insinuating that they are going to work with Linda Mwananchi, with Babu Owino and Edwin Sifuna. And you remember when Babu Owino came out openly to say, to call Babu Owino, to call Gachagua Father. You remember? And Babu Owino faced a lot of backlash. So this thing that is coming, it is something that was there. It was in the pipeline. They knew that this Linda Mwananchi is a strategy of trying to disintegrate ODM, to break ODM, so that ODM can go, some faction of it can go and join United Opposition. And this is the plan of the person who has been financing United Opposition. This has been his plan. The person who has been financing Linda Mwananchi, the plan was for him to break ODM, take some young people who are a bit vibrant and strong from ODM, awarudishe huku side ingine. And that association will be the end of people like Edwin Sifuna and Linda Mwananchi. Because when Edwin Sifuna was asked a very simple question, he complicated indirectly or directly, how you interpret is up to you, that he is willing to work with even Gachagua for as long as William Ruto goes home. Have a listening.
Hebu muulize bwana senator, kuna uwezekano watafanya kazi na Rigathi Gachagua pamoja na alternative government? Kuna swali hilo?
Kwanza wacha niseme kwamba jukumu lililopo mbele yetu ni zito sana. Mimi ninakubali kwamba ni jukumu zito. William Ruto for all his flaws, pia yeye ni mwanasiasa, pia yeye na watu wake. Sasa yuko na serikali upande wake, wanasema wako na deep state. Yale mambo yote ambayo tulikuwa tunaambiwa na sisi. Na kwamba kibarua hicho kinahitaji kwamba kuwe na ushirikiano.
Yes.
Itakuwa jambo la kuvunja moyo sana ati tuamke 2027 William Ruto amepita na kura 1200 kwa sababu Sifuna alimea pembe akasema yeye pia yako kwa debe. Kalonzo akasema ako kwa debe. DCP wakatoa candidate. Iwapo mtampa William Ruto hiyo nafasi ya kurudi, tutakuwa tumewakosea Wakenya, kwa sababu Wakenya kwa kweli wanaumia. Na Wakenya wametuambia wanataka nchi tofauti. So what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to give Kenyans hope that we as a political leadership, ambao wote tumekubaliana kwamba huyu mjamaa hafai kuwa kwenye hii ofisi hata siku moja zaidi. Lazima tufanye yote ambayo yanawezekana,
yes,
ili kuhakikisha kwamba tumemuondoa pale kwenye mamlaka. Iwapo itachukua kwamba muungano wa kisiasa uwe muungano mmoja mkubwa, na kuwe na majina mawili pekee kwenye debe, ya William na mwingine kutoka upinzani, tufanye kazi kuwe rahisi. Sasa wale mashosho wetu hawataki kupewa ballot mrefu kama zile za MCA, unaona ziko na watu 30 hapo.
That was Edwin Sifuna responding, and you can see clearly what he's saying, that he's willing to work with anybody as long as William Ruto goes home. And he's also saying that they don't need to split the votes. They don't need to have so many candidates. So even if there's going to be a Gachagua in the ballot and there's going to be a William Ruto in the ballot, he'd rather have Gachagua and William Ruto, and he's for him, he'd rather vote for Gachagua. This is Edwin Sifuna, the man who impeached Gachagua on the ground of tribalism. When did Gachagua become clean? When did Gachagua become clean? That is the question we need to ask Edwin Sifuna. Gachagua has been tribal all through. He, even after being impeached, he has consistently kept on mentioning, he tribe, he Kabila, he Nini. So Edwin Sifuna and those people who follow Edwin Sifuna, I want you to respond to us and to tell us, when did Gachagua change from being tribal, and now that he's worthy of being a presidential candidate that Edwin Sifuna can support? Edwin Sifuna himself kept on saying that Gachagua is tribal, and that was the basis of why he impeached him. That was the basis on why he voted for him to be impeached. Edwin Sifuna is on record saying that. So I want Edwin Sifuna to come out and tell us that when did Gachagua become so clean that he's willing to vote for him and William Ruto? And what is that crime that William Ruto has committed that is so grievous that other presidents did not commit? I have a question for Edwin Sifuna again. Edwin Sifuna says William Ruto does not respect human rights. William Ruto killed a lot of people, abducted people. Atukatai, those are facts, they are on the table. And that is why he's saying he cannot support William Ruto, even come rain, come sunshine. It is fine. But I have a question to Edwin Sifuna. Edwin Sifuna was the Secretary General in 2017. Edwin Sifuna was in ODM in 2017. How many people did Uhuru Kenyatta kill in 2017? Especially from ODM. How many people died? Did we hear Edwin Sifuna speak against William Uhuru Kenyatta then? He never spoke. Even after the handshake, Raila did a handshake with Uhuru Kenyatta. Did Sifuna continue being defiant? No, he never. In fact, he supported that handshake. They worked together. Did Uhuru Kenyatta ever compensate the victims? They were never compensated. They were never even talked about. Until 2022, Sifuna was quiet. So where did Sifuna finally have a Damascus moment? Where did he have that an eureka moment to realize that no, with William Ruto it's different. With Uhuru Kenyatta it's fine, but with William Ruto it's different. Uhuru Kenyatta killed more people during 2017-2018. We remember how Luos were being removed in the house and beaten to death. Did he not speak? Yet, that time there was a handshake, the same one that Raila did with William Ruto. So, Sifuna supported that handshake then. He never talked about it then. If he is somebody if he's a man of principles, the way he claims to be, if he's a man who claims that I stand on values, how did you not stand on values then? You did not stand on values then because you were desperate to be elected. And you are not willing to compromise your position of being elected as the senator. So you can see the dishonesty in Sifuna. You can see the dishonesty in Sifuna. This is a man who knows very well. Because ask him, what other crime has William Ruto done? Nothing. If it is economic mistakes and nini, Uhuru Kenyatta stole a lot. A Eurobond was stolen and never got into this country. If Edwin Sifuna can. And that time, they were supporting the handshake government. Kuna pesa ilichukuliwa and it never came to this country. More than 200 billion. So, this one shows you very well that Edwin Sifuna does not have the spirit of Baba in him. Because if Edwin Sifuna had a spirit of Baba, the spirit of Baba was the spirit of dialogue. And Baba would work with everyone, even his worst enemies. Okay, Gachagua was Raila's enemy. Sawa, Sifuna is working with him. But how comes then the spirit of Baba accepted to work with William Ruto? But Raila accepted to work with William Ruto, but Sifuna cannot work with William Ruto, but can work with Gachagua. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That is what I'm talking about. I'm saying that at the end of the day, Sifuna has revealed where he's going. And we are happy that he has revealed it mapema. Instead of taking us for a ride. And now you're going to see how many people are going to leave Sifuna with masses. People are going to walk away from him. These young people that he has been walking around with, they are going to abandon him. Because I can tell you for a fact, maybe for other communities, for the Luos and the people of Western, Gachagua is never an option. And you keep on insisting that Gachagua will be, of course Gachagua will not be on the ballot, but any side that Gachagua will stand for, people will not align to that side. They will not. Especially our people from Luo. They will rather not turn up to vote than to go and stand in line and vote for Gachagua's side. They will not. Now they are going to that side. There are some rumors that he's going to be made a deputy president, running mate to Kalonzo Musyoka. And maybe that's why he's trying to create this narrative of he is willing to work with this side. But the question should be, where does that leave people like Matiang'i? Where does that leave all these other people? So, the coming of Linda Mwananchi to that outfit is the beginning of breaking up of united opposition. Because now people are going to start fighting for positions. And soon they will realize that Sifuna is coming out with nothing besides clouds. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comment section, but above it all, remain respectful. Tell me, and if you want to support this platform, my number is always here. Kindly reach out. Let's partner together. Let's support each other. And if you feel like you want to send me something, my number is always here. I would really, really appreciate because you'll be helping this channel grow. Thank you. Until next time, bye-bye.
Africa.